Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and in a super exciting week that we had Friday alone, we have Snapchat up 27%, Google up around 10%, Neo up 8%, and the list goes on and on. But don't hold your breath because we have another exciting earnings week coming up this week. We have SoFi reporting early Monday. We have PayPal reporting Tuesday, Amazon, AMD, McDonald's, Coca-Cola. We also have Starbucks, MasterCard, Qualcomm, Coinbase, Apple, DraftKings, Fubo, Hershey's. So it is a super exciting earnings week, but the stocks I want to focus on are Amazon and AMD reporting Tuesday after the close. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about Apple and Coinbase reporting Thursday after the close. Also, Block, DraftKings, but Apple and Coinbase are the two big ones reporting Thursday. So we'll get another video out in the future later this week on those two stocks. So make sure you're subscribed on YouTube with post notifications on so you're alerted anytime a new video comes out and you don't miss out on any full length video. So first up, let's talk about Amazon stock. Now at $180 per share, they were up 3% on Friday. And if we look at how they've been performing in the past 3 months, we can see they're up 13%. And in the last year, they're up 66%. They're also sitting near a 5-year high. We were buying extremely heavy in 2022 when there was a lot of opportunity to dollar cost average in because it was headed down in a downward trajectory for all over a whole year. So here we have an interesting article from Investopedia. What you need to know ahead of Amazon's earning report on Tuesday. Amazon reports first quarter results after the bell on Tuesday, with analysts expecting jumps in net sales and net profits. The CEO, Andy Jassy, actually published his annual letter to shareholders earlier this month, expressing his excitement about the future of artificial intelligence and outlining where Amazon's different divisions could see growth in 2024. Investors and analysts will be watching for updates on the rollout of ads on Prime Video, as well as the insights into Amazon's AI plans. They'll also be watching AWS. And remember, they also just days ago announced a new grocery delivery subscription service and expansions to its artificial intelligence tools. Analysts expect Amazon will significantly increase the revenue and profit year over year, with net income projected to rise $8.98 billion or 84 cents per share, more than double the $3.17 billion and 31 cents per share it reported in the first quarter of 2023, a year ago. According to consensus estimates compiled, we can see that total net sales of $142.59 billion are predicted up from $127.36 billion just 1 year ago. And here you can see a little visual of the revenue, diluted EPS, and net income year over year. Some key metrics: advertising revenue. One metric analysts have noted as a potential point of substantial growth for Tuesday's report is Amazon's advertising business, which could post billions of dollars in additional revenue over time as the company continues to roll out ads on Prime Video that it started earlier just this year. We also see another analyst wrote in Tuesday's note that ads on Prime Video could generate about $6.5 billion in incremental revenue once it's fully in place across the world. They also wrote that in a recent survey, about 56% of respondents said they increased their ad spend on Amazon by at least 10% year over year in the first quarter, with 25% saying that they increased spending by more than 20%. Business Spotlight: continue rise of AI. The CEO of Amazon, Jassy, and the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, Jamie Dimon, spent a significant portion of their annual letters to investors expressing their excitement about the future of AI and the impact it could have on their businesses. AI is also a central theme for quarterly reports this week, with earnings from Meta, Google, Microsoft, and also Tesla. The CEO of Amazon, Jassy, wrote that he thinks AI could be the, and I quote, largest technology transformation since the cloud, which itself is still in the early stages, by the way, AWS, and perhaps since the internet. Wow. Jassy said in its shareholder letter that the AI boom across the markets could benefit his company in a number of ways, from increased demand for the AWS to Amazon's Bedrock AI platform building tools, as well as Amazon's Q, its AI powered coding assistant. Amazon has said previously that there are tens of thousands of customers using Bedrock currently, including Delta Airlines, Intuit, and Pfizer. We also saw the analysts saying that they project AWS to be a primary beneficiary of generative AI, and the company is well positioned with solutions for all layers of the Gen AI stack. Amazon shares have gained 62% in the last 12 months, admin a larger boom in AI-related tech stocks. However, Thursday afternoon, Amazon, in lines with other big tech decliners related to earnings news, was off 2%. So overall, we could expect a big earnings on Amazon being reported. Expected EPS 78 cents per share. It could come in as a beat, and we could see a great earnings report for Amazon, jumping the stock to $180 per share, or even above, closer to $190 per share. But there is no guarantees with the stock market. Remember, just last week, Tesla had a double miss and their stock price went up, and Meta Platforms had a double beat on top line and bottom line, and the stock price went down. So it is extremely risky, and if you want to set yourself up for success the best way possible and give yourself the best chances at success, it's as easy as just following my trades. I post exactly what stocks I think are going to beat on earnings, miss on earnings, and the stocks I'm buying with price alerts and notifications and everything in between. We also do significant amounts of option trades. Okay, so if you're looking for strike prices, expiration dates, and ticker symbols, we do that and we get great results. Option signals are included, buy and sell signals, best stock market family on the internet, $200 stock market book club included. So if you're thinking about buying stock market books, they're all included. Every single one you can think of is included. So DM me here on Instagram, the daily stock market, now 230,000 followers, 913 posts. But let's continue talking about AMD. The next scrutinized stock that everyone's going to be watching early week this week, Tuesday reporting. Same time as Amazon, Tuesday after the close, we have AMD currently sitting at $157 per share. They're up 8% just in the last week, by the way. So that could basically just be all the earnings already priced in, because they're up 8%. We also see that they're down 11% in the past month. They peaked out at around $211 per share. And even at current prices, they're down 25%. So it could be a good buying opportunity for AMD, especially before their earnings release, if they are projected to release a killer earnings and some interesting numbers. They're only up 82% in the past year. And if you compare it to something like Meta Platforms or Nvidia, obviously those stocks are up significantly more. AMD stock could rebound to $200 per share, says TD Cowen. Semiconductor giant AMD is due to report its Q1 2024 earnings on April 30th, Tuesday after hours. What should investors expect? We see TD Cowen's Matt Ramsey, a five-star analyst rated in the top 1% of Wall Street's stock pros, has a few thoughts on that score. The short story here is that Ramsey thinks investors have nothing to worry about. AMD's earnings will be easily good enough to justify the stock's current price of less than $150 per share. This article was written 8 days ago, by the way, so now it's closer to $157 per share. That's the first bit of good news about the fact that AMD stock has lost 30% of its value since hitting all-time highs of $211 a share back in the first week of March. The stock's been hit so hard already that there's little risk of further downside coming after the earnings report. The good news is that, in contrast to AMD having little downside, the stock might actually have quite a bit of upside potential indeed. Ramsey says that AMD stock could rise as high as $200 per share over the next 12 months, almost returning to its all-time high. It almost goes without saying that he thinks you should buy AMD stock. And why does he think this? You'll no doubt be shocked to learn that artificial intelligence lies at the heart of his recommendation. M1300, AMD's much anticipated chip, is looking like it's going to be the fastest product ramp in AMD history. What's more, while rumors have been floating around about various bumps in the road to roll out M1300, Ramsey demurs that everything is generally on track for the M1300X ramp at Microsoft, Oracle, Meta, and others, such that AMD can expect to reap significant revenue growth from this product. Indeed, while AMD has tried to set conservative expectations for 3.5 billion in revenue from M1 300 this year, Ramsey thinks it's entirely possible that sales could reach as high as 4 billion to 4.5 billion or even more. And by 2025, the analysts forecast the new AI chip will generate sales in 8 billion to the 9 billion range, with demand and sales continuing to accelerate from there. In addition to the big names mentioned above, AMD has said it has literally dozens of cloud, enterprise, and supercomputing customers planning on MI300 deployments. The analyst forecast for sales of 15 billion in 2026, for example, and 20 billion in 2027. And all of this, remember, is just for one of AMD's products. More broadly, Ramsey, the analyst, says AMD's data center business is doing just fine. Even before the MI300 hits, weakness, where there is weakness, will reside in familiar problems areas of embedding chips, meaning chips from automobiles and industrial applications, and also in gaming chips for consoles and PCs. These, however, are industry-wide problems and not specific to AMD at all. Based on these assumptions, Ramsey expects to see AMD grow earnings from $2.65 per share it reported last year to $3.63 per share this year. $5.55 per share next year is his target, and ultimately $10 per share in 2027, resulting in a compounding annual earnings growth rate of nearly 40% per year. Whether that's fast enough to justify paying 290 times trailing earnings for a stock, however, is a different question entirely. All in all, it's clear that Wall Street agrees with Ramsey overall on this. The stock has 35 recent analyst reviews on file, including 29 buys and 6 holds, resulting in a strong buy consensus rating with an average price target of $202 per share in the next 12 months, and current trading prices are closer to $157 for this stock. Shows a 1-year potential upside of around 38 to 30% for AMD. So all in all, there is a lot of things to consider for AMD and Amazon stock. And if you want to just see exactly what I'm doing and what some of my top traders are doing, just reach out to me on Instagram, the Daily Stock Market, 230,000 followers. And thank you for making it to the very end of the video. I hope you appreciate me taking time out of my Sunday to make these videos for you. Just smash a big thumbs up on this video if you appreciate it, and share this video with a friend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market.